Today we will discuss the Larry's array problem of HackerRank. In this problem, we have to determine whether the given array can be sorted using the operation given below. The operation is choose any three consecutive indices and rotate their elements in such a way that ABC changes to BCA, BCA changes to CAB. So what we are doing here is basically we are left rotating the three consecutive indices of the array, and we have to determine whether the array can be sorted using this operation. To solve this problem, we will use inversion concept. Let's see what is an inversion. For an array, inversion count indicates how far the array is from being sorted. If the array is already sorted, then the inversion count is 0. So inversion is how far the array is from being sorted. For example, condition for the inversion is that a of I should be greater than a of j, where I is less than j in an array. Let's see the example. Like 8 comma 4. 8 is greater than 4, but it occurs first in the array, so it will count as an inversion. And 4 comma 2, 8 comma 2, 8 comma 1, 4 comma 1 and 2 comma 1, in all that the first element is greater than the second one and it occurs first in the array, so it will count as an inversion. As now we have seen what is an inversion, we will now see how to use the inversion concept to solve this problem. So after every rotation, the inversion of an array either increases by 2 or decreases by 2 or remains the same, means their parity is not going to change after any number of rotations. So what we will do, we will calculate the inversion of the given array and then we will check whether it is even or odd. If it is odd, then we cannot make it to 0. But if it is even, then we can make it 0. That means we can sort the array. Why we are making it 0? Because the sorted array has an inversion of 0. So if the inversion count is even, we can make it 0, and that means we can sort the array. How to calculate the inversion? We will simply apply two loops and we will calculate how many elements in it are greater than the elements occurring after it by the condition if a of I is greater than a of j. Then we will increment the count. Time complexity is O of n square. As in this problem the given constraint is small, then we can simply use two loops. If the given constraint is larger, then we will use the concept of merge sort. But as the given constraint is very small, we can use the two loops for calculating the inversion. Let's see the code for this problem. First we are taking the input for the t variable. This is for the number of test cases. Then we are taking the input for the size of the array and then the elements of the array. After that, as we have discussed, we will calculate the inversion of the array. After calculating the inversion, we will simply check if it is an even or odd. If it is even, then we can make it to 0 and yes, the array can be sorted. So we are printing yes. Else we cannot make it 0. If the number is odd, then we cannot make it to 0. It means that array cannot be sorted.